My next lesson in this sequence was with a Pilates instructor and a business owner, a very smart lady, obviously very fit and disciplined as well. And she had had lessons from me for many years, but not recently. And so when we did a recent lesson on the full game, just to revive that part of her game, it was very successful. And so we agreed that this next lesson would be on the short game. Now, I always start the lesson by checking that, in fact, the long game is working. And so we hit a few iron shots, and it was quite evident that they were improved. But I did notice something, and what I illustrated was that when she was holding the club with her left hand, it was in what is called somewhat ambiguously a weak position because her fingernails were visible to her. Weak meaning that the hand was turned to the left, not that it's gripping too lightly. And as a consequence, although the balls were flying well, there was a vulnerability to going off to the right. So what I encouraged her to do was to slip the hand over until the fingernails were no longer visible, what they call a stronger grip, and be mindful that the danger is that the thumb will drop off the club, and to make sure that you bring it back near the top, it'll be right of center. And that worked superbly well. We were hitting then longer, 20 yards longer, and a lower ball flight with a slight draw, exactly what we wanted to see. And so then we did turn our attention to the short game and to a component of it that's actually a relatively obscure part of it, which is a flop shot, which is the open club face shot that I have people hit with a modified full swing that is designed to train to get out of a bunker. We train it on grass, and that's what we were doing. Now, I warned her ahead of time, which must have come as a little bit of a surprise, that what we had just accomplished with the long game, with that grip change, was now actually going to ruin the bunker play. Because her opening remark was, I'm not sure that I need to do much on the bunker shot or the flop shot, because I'm hitting them really well. And so I said, well, bad news, what we've just done is going to spoil that. And so what I simply did was say, and in fact, she anticipated my remark by saying, well, do I go back to the old grip? And I said, absolutely. So she gripped with the more familiar grip with the fingernails visible, and all of a sudden the flop shots, full swing modified, were just popping up 20 yards, going exactly the way she wanted. And I pointed out that whatever you get off grass, the flop shot, you'll get half of that out of sand. Rough guide. Jack Nicklaus had that in his wonderful book, Golf My Way. And it is a valuable starting bid for understanding the difference.